former governor of Anambra State and presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 elections, Mr. Peter Obi, has called on President Bola Tinubu to release the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and other people still in detention. Addressing reporters in Onitsha on Saturday, Obi said that, for instance, that he did not see any need for the continued detention of Kanu, especially when the court had granted him bail. Sir, it has been a back and forth with the courts and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu concerning charges preferred against him, and also a move for bail while the case continues. In case of considerations concerning his health and his well-being, while the case still continues, let bail be granted. But per se, maybe the bail could not be granted because of the cases preferred against him being treason. Treason is not a bailable offense, but be that as it may, the court has also preferred that there should be a political settlement concerning the debacle between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the states, the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And Peter Obi is also hammering on that fact that not just Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but those that participated in the EndSARS protest, they also should be released from detention because they are per se prisoners of conscience. Is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the same bracket as a prisoner of conscience? Should he be released, just as Peter Obi has called on President Tinubu to look into?
In as much as I respect Peter Obi very well, or very much, this call he's making now is belated. Remember that Peter Obi, aspired to be the president of Nigeria. Peter Obi went so quiet about the Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafran agitation. See, he who must come to equity must come with clean hands. I respect a man when he speaks out his mind. I respect a man when he stands by the truth, come what may. I respect a man when, despite all odds, even when a gun is pointed at your neck, you speak the truth. Because the holy books make us know that the truth will set you free. But Obi evaded all these questions, as even at some points denied the knowledge of his affinity with IPOB. But if you are an Igbo man, you are a Biafran by the map of Nigeria, old map of Nigeria, the belt of Biafra. It cannot be raised. You cannot tell me that a Yoruba man will come out and deny that he's not an Oduduwa. When you call me a Biafran, I'll be proud that I'm a Biafran. It depends on now when you talk about the definition. It is an identity. It is a country that have existed. Even the old states in Nigeria have been mentioned today, and mentioned the Gongola state. Some people, when they are talking, they mention the old Anambra state, the old Imo state. These are existential realities. You cannot erase history. You can have a change of name. That's why a woman marries Miss Amade, when he marries Ne Amade Okoro. You don't throw history away. That's why the fact that the Nigerian state has consciously thrown away the study of history. But we, the history students, will not throw away the sense of history. So Obi evaded this question. Why is he talking about it now? When he must have used it, you saw what Atiku did when they killed Deborah. It's the same thing Obi did. When they killed Deborah, he came out, tweeted, because he was banking on the vote of Nigerians. Immediately his brother Muslims came on him. He put down that post. That kind of person, can you entrust that person with leadership to now, oversee a state where there are multidimensional religious culture, when they, you know, whittle down their popularity and their integrity, they wouldn't know. As for me, Obi did whittle down his integrity when he evaded such a question. At the heat of when he would have stood up and made, you know, and made statements and the proclamations concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And when this man that died, the former minister, Mazi Mbadiwe, went to Buhari and said, release Nnamdi Kanu to me. Let it be my last wish. Grant me this last wish before I die. Obi did not say anything that time. When the courts acquitted and decided Nnamdi Kanu, and Nigerian commentators and Nigerians were saying about it, where was Obi? Did Obi say anything about it? Nnamdi Kanu is a prisoner of conscience. Nnamdi Kanu is a political prisoner. And those, did Obi ask the federal government, those that were incarcerated with him, the likes of, you're talking about that treasonable offense is not available. Who told you? There should be a political solution, because as far as the Nigerian Constitution has stated that the Attorney General of the Federation that can at any time discontinue any case between the federal government and any other federating unit or any other nation or a citizen of Nigeria, they can do it through the office of the Attorney General of the Federation.
But Pasi, we've not heard any updates.
That is what I'm telling you, because now you have Obi is saying that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. Released on what ground? Released when a court of appeal quashed all the charges against him. You were there, you didn't say anything. Nigerians were lending their voices. You were here when you're talking about terrorism charges, when the likes of Dasuki, the Dasuki Gate, Dasuki, who distributed the Nigerian state money to go and buy weapons, armament to fight Boko Haram for the peaceful coexistence of the Nigerian state, and the money developed wings and shared among the big wigs in Nigeria. The Nigerian state did not hold him on tribunal accounts to allow an insurrection to fester in Nigeria. And what we quell that insurrection, you now decided to make deal with the money. But where is him today? Where is the likes of also the prisoner, the people that were incarcerated in foreign lands as Iboho? Where are the people? Look at Nigerian state is still looking for a Yaya Bello, whom in other Senate clients, Yaya Bello would have been cooling off in the prisons now of, you know, packing the monument for the betterment of a state.
You're accusing the Nigerian state of double standard.
Yes, I'm accusing. That is where Obi should have cashed in to make his statements then.
He has not heard anything from any of the sitting governors from the southeast. That should be the catalyst.
We have known the governors who did stand their ground in making sure that the case of Nnamdi Kanu is even being heard. We know of some senators who are working on the ground. You know of the people that even granted his bail conditions, who made him perfect his bail conditions then, the likes of Engineer Baribe and their likes. So where was Obi then? But let the federal government do the needful. When he has lent his voice. Let Nigerians not say now, because there will be a fallout. You'll be hearing it from tomorrow that Obi is now a regional bigot for calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. He will get his backlash.
Would that have been the reason why
he has dodged all this while? He has rescued himself all this while from making those statements. And now, as for those from the NSAS end, why will Obi be calling on President Tinubu to release the NSAS when NSAS also, you know, destroyed where the economic interest of Mr. President lied, when we heard of the Lekki Gate. The Lekki Gate is about Tinubu and Tinubu's consortium. So let Mr. President, if you want to be a Democrat and a statesman, release them. They release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whether on political ground or on...
and quash all cases against him.
They should quash all cases, not on political resolution. Because if by now, since 2021, they have not taken him to court, they have not perfected even their charges against him, what else? How long will he stay in going to court? And the monies the DSS have said Nigerian state spends anytime they're taking him to court.
It took a multinational corporation to be able to get him after he skipped bail.
No, the Constitution of Nigeria
after
said
he
that
skipped bail, it took some multinational
he did not escape bail. Went to correction, he escaped life. Why we are talking about him now is because he's alive.
Reports to the Inspector General of
Police. He was not given that, didn't have the window of making that
There
report.
was enough time when he escaped to be able to communicate with the Nigerian state.
But both of us did not know if that was done through his lawyers, because his attorneys were here.
Those documents cannot be
that is what I'm saying. He worked with his attorneys, and they were here in Nigeria. They did not escape with him.
Ejimako has not ever made those claims.
Yes, he has not. Yes, but both of us will not also wish that away.
We work with facts.
Yeah, but we can't wish that away. That it has not he has not made known in the public space does not mean that he did not.
For your life is different from escaping from.
Hence, we did not. We don't have it in the public domain. Does not mean that it did not get communicated to the authorities. So what I'm saying is that President Bola Tinubu should use his office to grant amnesty to the NSAS protesters who did it on national interest. It was not on that Nigerians wanted a change for a better life, but they did a change for a government apparatus, which is the Nigerian police. It's on that note that I'm calling him to release them. And all those, we have seen their case with Showore and how it went. Yeah. Let them use the same measure to reach out to NSAS protesters and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And you know that even those who are financiers or NSAS protests are not those behind bars. So he should release the young youth of Nigerians and make the economy of Nigeria more viable for the betterment of Nigeria. And we are still waiting for the policies of the Tinubu Renewed Hope agenda to begin to trickle down and affect the lives of Nigerians positively. Happy Sunday, Nigerians.
We have been siphoning, per se, the analysis and thoughts and musings of a political analyst of no mean repute in the person of Ugochukwu Ifeanyichukwu. I want to thank you, sir, for your input today on Open Air. It's always a pleasure, sir.
As always.
It's always a pleasure.
I'm always honored to be at ATN, and I also use the opportunity to wish Ms. Choma the choices of this Sunday and a quick comeback from his health status.
Yeah, so for us here at the studios, from your host Raymond Ken Mbata, standing in for Laurentia Choma Ugu, as you heard, get well soon and come back. And from us here, we say this is a wrap on this episode of Open Air on Atlantic Television Network. Stay connected on our ATN socials, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1. On X, formerly Twitter, Atlantic TV Net, and watch us live on our website, atlanticnetwork.tv. Peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Stay tuned and continue watching Atlantic Television Network.
Representing people. Mr. President, my people are under siege.
I will place economic stability and confidence.
We condemn this act and call for the immediate release of this minister in the Temple of Justice.
Give us access to our money we put in the bank.